Everybody. So I just want to remind you guys that let's talk about heaven and the paradise. In my last video, I was talking to you guys about hell and the lake of fire being different and not the same. So in this video, I'll be talking about heaven and paradise being the same thing. So here it is. First of all, heaven is the firmament. If you read the Bible in the Old Testament in Genesis, God created the firmament and he called it heaven. So, and I realize this now that heaven is the firmament. The firmament is heaven. If you read the book of Genesis, read chapter 1, verses 1 through 5 in Genesis. Since the beginning of time. Because Genesis is the beginning of the world. Revelation is going to be the end of the world and what's going to happen. But may I remind you guys that heaven and paradise are not the same thing. When Jesus was on the cross and he told the thief, the guy on the left, on the other cross, because Jesus was not the only man who went to the cross. There's been other men who went to the cross before him. But the guy on the left, Jesus said unto him, today you will be with me in paradise. He didn't say, today you will pass away and be with me in heaven, and you'll be there for eternity. No, he said, you'll be with me in paradise. That is the truth. And I want to be careful with my words so I don't deceive or lie to anybody, because words will condemn you. But I'm telling the truth, but that's fine. So anyway, that today you will be with me in paradise. And I know Jesus is in heaven right now, rejoicing and celebrating and being excited with joy that I'm saying this. So the thing is, because he hears every word we have to say on earth. So the thing is, guys, is that, and also when the Virgin Mary in the cave had saw Jesus in the spirit, when Jesus appeared right behind her, because she was checking the cave to see if Jesus was still there, and he wasn't, because he had risen from the grave on the ground up on the resurrection day, on the third day. Believe maybe on the Sabbath day he rose again. But Jesus went behind Mary and he said to her, he called her by name, and Mary turned around and saw him in the spirit, and she was surprised that he was back to life, because Mary was an eyewitness with the Apostle John and his disciples, and Jesus' disciples were all eyewitnesses to Jesus being on the cross in the Garden of Gethsemane in Israel, in Jerusalem. So what happened was, and by the way, Jerusalem is still the capital of Israel. If you don't believe me, go check it out online, Google it. Just Google what is the capital of Israel, and it'll tell you. Jerusalem, with a big capital J. So anyway, guys, so Jesus told Mary, touch me not, because Mary's going to touch him to see in the spirit. So Jesus told Mary, touch me not, for I am not yet ascended unto my Father. Now go and say unto my brethren, I ascend unto my Father, your Father, and their Father. Now acknowledging, and he knew that he was not just his Father, but Jesus said to all of them, he's their Father. Jehovah is their Father too. So basically, anybody who's preaching about heaven and paradise being the same thing, stop lying, because Jesus condemns lies. He doesn't like lies. He doesn't condemn you, but what you're saying, your own words will condemn you in the next life. And there is no life in hell. So good luck with that. Oh wait, there's no good luck in hell either. So yeah, there's nothing good about that place. But everything Jesus has is good. So anyway, no, it's little g. So anyway, guys, so just remember that if heaven and paradise were the same thing, Mary could able to be allowed to touch Jesus, and he would have let her. He would have went to heaven first, came to earth, and Mary could have touched him. So you have to pay attention to what you guys read in the Bible, because it's in there. Heaven and paradise are two different things, just like heaven and lake of fire are two different things. They're both different. They're not the same. They're not together. They're separate. And there are places that used to exist that don't exist anymore in certain areas of the world. Don't believe me? Go check it out. So may I add this. Hell and the lake of fire, heaven and paradise, all those things are, the four places are two different things. They don't compare in the same category, because they don't look the same, they don't feel the same. They are not the same. And Christians need to stop preaching lies in the pulpit in the church house on Sundays and saying, including today, and saying, well, these places are the same. Angels rejoice and they have their own free will. No, angels do not own free will. I'm going to talk about that in another video too. And there's a reason why I make these videos. And yes, I have read the Bible.